Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new in-shop video, and today we are gonna take a look at the M6A2E1 EXP, the tier 8 Goose American heavy tank, if I remember correctly. And why I want to talk about this tank specifically, because it's truly worth it. Really, if you compare the downsides to the good sides of the tank, there is no match. Really, this tank is great. So what can I say to you about the tank? Maybe the main characteristics, there are two of them. I would say the gun, for the gun dispersion, also the gun depression, and the fact that you have a really big alpha damage for quite a normal reload, 12.4 seconds. And the great penetration. Really, the gun is something terrible on this tank. And the second thing is the frontal armor. Really, the frontal armor is ridiculous on this tank, more than 250, which means most of tier 8s will not go through it. So yeah, basically you're a moving shield. And for the downsides, I would say there are two of them. The first one being the mobility. The mobility is quite average, but maybe not enough for a tank that big. And for the second downside, it's the side armor. Really be careful when using this tank of the side armor. Really don't try to side scrap. You definitely don't want to side scrap like I'm doing here. You definitely don't want to do that. You must be careful about being straight in front of your opponents, and the same goes for the turret, as turret chicks are penetrable. So now let's focus on the game. As you can see, we are losing by far right now. They have twice as much tanks alive as we do, so we must be careful. In this kind of situation, you want to clearly eliminate every tanks you can. That's why with my alpha I'm thinking, hey, where can I shoot? I can shoot at the lava, which is a one-shot for me. I can try to shoot at the WZ, but I can't find it. So I'm just gonna retreat. I'm just gonna retreat with the ISU, securing a kill on the lava in the process. Now I see that the T-44 is missing me. There is the Black Prince, there is the M6. They are both one-shot for me, and there is the WZ. And as you can see, I told you that the turret was penetrable. You must stay straight in front of your opponents. If you don't, really everything is gonna go through your armor, especially on the sides. So I try to contain the T-44 and the M6 here, because we are losing by numbers, so we want to really play it carefully. I see that they can't really go on me as they raise the ISU behind. I load the goal to be sure to destroy the WZ, and it went right through. Of course it did, because we have more than 300 millimeters of penetration. Now we only have to deal with the two remaining tanks, and the M6 is already dead. So we just have to deal with the T-44, and as you can see right here, he's using the 122mm gun, which is the one with a higher alpha higher alpha roll, but you have less penetration. And if he stays in front of me, I'm impenetrable to this gun he's handling right now. So we just have to stay in front of him, and he can't do anything. Look at that. Even if he tries with gold, he can't penetrate us. So we are just gonna go for a frontal fight here, and you're gonna see the T-44 is gonna highlight the fact that you really have a light armor on the side. Look at this angle. Look at that. He was at nearly 19 degrees, but he still managed to penetrate me. He was still in front of me, but we don't care. It's a win. 4 kills, 4.3k damages. Unfortunately, as you can see, it wasn't an ace tanker, it was only first class. But yeah, I'm gonna go with it, no problem. I used this replay and not an ace tanker because I thought to myself, hey, this replay really shows the downsides and the good sides of the tank, because you can see I use my penetration, I use my gun depression, I use my armor, and you can also see the downsides with the T-44 shooting at my side. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, you're not here to be better, but to be the best, and don't forget also that really this tank is worth it, especially for the price it's put in. Thank you all, see you later.